Ready, set.
Throwing to start the drive. Shaw. That's complete. It's Okurobunom. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Panther 60, Pat Warrior 70. Ready, right?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Worked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and he wanted to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
And a 49er first down.
Slot man moves right.
Chop 60, chop 60.
Purdy to throw it on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Samuel going to go in motion right. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's loose down the left sideline. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Cam Akers on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here is another interception. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Shaw. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And it's 3rd down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's Purdy. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He's got his target. That's complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
Hey, Smash!
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll give this to Akers running right. And look at this for the second straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto, and so the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. McCaffrey on the counter, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 63 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Come on. Hey. Go.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Dances by him. Down to about the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down, Shaw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Purdy bootlegging it. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Mitchell, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
16. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Here we go.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Going right back to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now a run with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Mitchell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Purdy with one final shot here. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot there.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some
conversion.
sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Rams, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.